774 ABC Melbourne. On radio, online and on digital. Jon Faine.
Good morning. Friday morning, the 6th of May. The state government clamped down on extravagant, even misleading claims made by chiropractors, and one viral online video of a chiropractor cracking the spine of a 4-day-old baby, 4 days old, is triggering an enormous outpouring of criticism of the practice of chiropractors. The State Health Minister, Jill Hennessy, in the Andrews State Labor Government, has written to the Chiropractic Board of Australia. She's advised them that she's referring a particular instance of chiropractic practice that's gone viral on the internet to the Health Practitioner Regulation Agency and asking them to investigate their own code of conduct. It arises from a Melbourne chiropractor, Ian Rossborough, who is manipulating the spine of a 4-day-old baby. Have a listen to this.
I'm going to take that contact there like that. I have to, unfortunately, just extend her a little bit to get it in the right place. That's why we be quick. Hey, darling. Hey. 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 You'll stop. You'll stop. Yeah.
Ian Rossborough, Melbourne chiropractor. Dr. Andrew Lawrence is Deputy President of the Chiropractors Association. Morning to you, Andrew.
Good morning, John.
Are chiropractors out of control?
No, not at all.
What about Mr. Rossborough manipulating and cracking the spine of a 4-day-old baby?
Look, I've seen the video, but obviously I wasn't there, so it's a bit difficult for me to comment specifically about it.
Would you, under any circumstances, do that on a 4-day-old baby?
The adjustment of children is by chiropractors has been done safely for a very long period of time.
4 days old. Do you defend it?
As I said, I can't comment because I have no...
You have to comment, Andrew. You're the Deputy President of the Association.
Yeah, well,
you either say it's okay or you say it's not.
Well, the care of children has been a part of chiropractic for a very long period of time.
4 days.
That particular video did not look good, and it's the type of adjustment that occurred is really we don't.
Why not just come out and say it's wrong?
Well, that type of adjustment on a 4-day-old would not be recommended, I wouldn't have thought.
Can chiropractic treatment deal with ADHD or autism?
Look, chiropractic isn't a cure for those things, no. But
why is the claim made by members of your association?
Because I'm just about to tell you, okay, the chiropractic can have a part in the treatment because the treatment of these things are complex conditions and they have lots of parts to them. So chiropractic can be involved in part of the delivery of treatment to children and adults who have on the autism spectrum, ADHD, etc.
At its worst, Andrew, I've got a snake that needs oiling. Can I send it to you? Are you there?
Yes, I am.
I mean, that's the worst view you can have, isn't it, of chiropractic?
Pardon?
That's the worst view you can have of chiropractics, isn't it?
Oh, look, I think that some people have a very, dim view, and I think a lot of times that's brought about by lack of understanding of actually what we do.
Let's have a longer conversation when the opportunity presents. Dr. Andrew Lawrence from the Chiropractors Association, your calls after the 9 o'clock news. And I'm being taken to task. There are people on text messages, including Julia in Blackburn, saying sometimes you go too far. And likening chiropractics to snake oil is just plain rude. And Julia is one of several people who have texted in, along with many others who in fact say, well, thank you for finally calling them for what they are. Well, let me just do a bit of disclosure here. The reason I don't like chiropractors It stems from my personal experience of them. Years ago, I had a car crash. It would have been about 1985. I had whiplash. I was recommended by somebody to go and see a chiropractor who then treated my neck. I suffered years of headaches. Years, and I mean years of headaches almost all the time. After about, a couple of months of constant headaches, which I thought was attributable to the whiplash and just thought, well, that's what's going to happen. It's just my lot. I went and finally had some x-rays and consulted various specialists with conventional medical training. And when I gave them my history and they said, you went to a chiropractor while your neck was still inflamed, and they did what to it? They cracked your neck while it was inflamed immediately after you suffered a trauma from a whiplash. That is negligent. That is outrageous. You've actually been harmed probably more by the chiropractor than you were from the whiplash, but certainly it's exacerbated it and undoubtedly caused you additional difficulty. I've never forgotten that, and I've never trusted chiropractors. I'll never see another one, and I don't, quite frankly, know why anybody does. Their training is inadequate for the sorts of responsibilities they're given, and quite frankly, personally, my view is I don't think they should be allowed to be calling themselves doctors. There may be a role, and there is a role, for instance, for therapeutic massage, but the sort of thing that you see in the video we played you a little bit of, someone cracking the spine of a 4-day-old baby, together with the sort of things that have triggered the letter from the health minister, referring that practice to the Health Practitioners Regulation Agency and demanding that the Chiropractic Board look at their code and regulations and consider that they introduce evidence-based practice, that to me seems entirely reasonable.